Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here, and welcome to my review for the Power Rangers Beast Morphers masks for the Red and Blue Rangers. At the moment, these are the only two we have out. Hopefully they do yellow because, again, like with a lot of things, they literally only need to do one more to complete the core team. But I'd also love to see them for gold and silver, and especially blaze down the line. But I always like these when they're done well because I think they make really cool kind of like wall display pieces. Obviously another and primary reason for it is for kids to have fun with, but if you're an adult collector or any kind of collector, I think they just make cool display pieces. And unfortunately the Bandai of America ones have gone downhill back when they had the license. But let's go ahead and take a look at them. We'll start with Reds here. I think they're overall pretty solid looking, honestly. They're fairly like average small size, meaning like for most kids it'll be fine. Obviously for my head it's going to be a little bit big, or for kids with bigger heads. I wish it was a smidge bigger, and again, I know that I'm an adult with this, but some of the ones in the past I feel were just a little bit of a larger size to accommodate kind of all head sizes, even for kids. But other than that, it's a solid material. It's actually solid plastic. I think they got most of the core details here, which is nice. The silver looks silver. It's not a boring gray. You have an actual full visor. Obviously, it would have been pretty difficult and probably costly to do the full, like the way the visor looks in the show where it's, you know, solid and have kids be able to see out of it. Obviously, a technology like that's possible, but, you know, not feasible for something of this price point. You know, it's not like a replica. But I appreciate that they actually have a nice colored tint. It's not see-through or, you know, just no visor at all, which is where they went with the Bandai ones. You actually have a nice, like, actually fairly high-quality rubber bit here to protect your face. A nice strap here. But yeah, and I think it looks very solid, especially with the nice visor for display. Like, the ones from Bandai America used to actually look pretty nice, and I used to pick them up for the purpose of, you know, like, oh, I can wear it for fun for something, or I can just put it on my wall mainly, because it looks cool like that, especially for the Go Busters helmets, which I love. But, like, as they went on, they kept getting smaller and smaller, even for kids. They kept removing details, like, removing bits, until finally this was just, you could put your finger through it. And, you know, obviously they did that to cut costs. But the thing is whether you have this on display or you're a kid, if you want to be a Power Ranger, you're going to want the visor. This is coming from thinking back to little kid me who used to wear the masks from the Halloween costumes all the time. And I liked, the visor had the little slats in it. So, but it still wasn't full like this, but, you know, it made you feel like you were a ranger, and it looks like you're just a bank robber if it doesn't have the visor. So I just wanted to stress how nice it is to actually have quality little masks, because it's a cheap thing as is, but you might as well give, you know, somebody a reason to buy this. Alright, now we have Blue's, pretty much all the same points stand here. I feel like, I mean, Blue's helmet is shaped differently, but I feel like it is a little bit weirdly shaped. Like, his helmet's more square, but I feel like it's just a bit too accentuated. Maybe it just comes off as more weird in, like, the form of a mask rather than a full helmet in comparison to Red's. But again, I really like the visor on there. Even in certain angles here, like, you can see it almost seems like the way the visor is in the show, where it's like a more solid piece. Like, you can't see through there as well, so that looks really nice. Yeah, overall, it's just very nice looking. Let's just do a quick cutaway to show you how they are. Okay, so here's some Red masked action. As you can see, it's got that, like, the beard sticking out underneath. I feel like I'm Alpha from The Walking Dead right now with the weird mask. But, so, you know, it's not gonna fit adult heads or even big kid heads. There's Blues, which is basically the same. I feel like it gives me a little bit more coverage up here. Interesting note, though, is it's really cool the effect it gives you when you look through it because of the colored visors. This especially looks really cool with the blue. You can't see it because I'm the one seeing it, but just trust me. So yeah, you could see a little bit of that going on. So you can wear them, obviously, but I think, you know, I recommend them. I think they are good for kids that want to, you know, role play as a ranger, or, you know, like for me, if you like the helmets, I really am gonna like having these on my wall. I'm really hoping they do yellow just so that we can get the complete team eventually, but I'm very pleased with these. I feel like I'm gushing about these more than the average person should for just Power Rangers helmet masks, but, you know, like I said, I always used to like having these on my wall, and I was very disappointed to see a different corner cut every year as we got on with the Bandai America ones, both for me and for kids, because again, I remember what it was like to have these, and I'm like, this cannot be fun for kids, looking like you're about to rob someone with a D-list Power Rangers mask. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, climb the steps and ring that bell to notifications for all my Power Rangers news and toy reviews. Dawson Rider, signing out.